Van life is always bringing us unexpected surprises. In this episode, we cruise through the jaw-dropping beauty of Zion National Park, take a rocky and dangerous road that pushes Gertie and us to the limit.
I think we've reached the end of our road.
And hike to a hidden Slot Canyon waterfall. This is real van life, real moments, and one wild ride. If you're new here, I'm Emily, this is Brian, and our adventure pup, Wes. We've been living on the road full-time in our converted Sprinter van since July 2024. Come along for our adventure out there.
I think we found home for the night. Let's see what the kid thinks.
You want to put some rocks under the back?
Yeah, there's a lot of these flat rocks out here. We'll use some natural leveling blocks. I think I found one over here. Yeah, this will be a good one. I've already got one under the other tire. Am I on it?
Yeah, you're good. Found this awesome spot to camp tonight and maybe tomorrow, but we'll see. We're about 15 minutes outside of Zion National Park, and today is just one of those days. It was supposed to be an hour-and-a-half long drive day, and the place we had originally planned on going it was really full. There were a lot of people there, so we kept driving, and then one thing turns into another, and you just keep driving, and before you know it, 1.5 hours turns into 5, but we ended up at this really cool spot. I'm not mad about it at all. It's nice to be back in the trees.
Quiet.
It's really quiet.
The reason why everything was full, too, I believe, is because it's Easter weekend. Today's Saturday, so tomorrow's Easter. And the weeks leading up to this have all been spring break for most of Utah or different parts of Utah. So I think this is kind of it for all that. So we did get lucky finding this spot. Yeah, it's nice to find a nice quiet camp for the night. And camp is never fully set up until Senior Sprout is in his hangar. Where are we gonna put Sprout 2.0? What about Suck? Where do you want to put Suck? Poor Suck, doesn't get any attention. Hi, Suck. So dusty back here. We need to adjust our latches. Needs to be wiped off. Wow, that's a tall table.
Oh, it's perfect. It's counter height, so you can cut stuff on it.
Very tall. Quick wipe down. Literally everything in the garage is covered. And a layer of moon dust. I think we're camp clean.
Got 2 things for you tonight. Can we do 2? Can we do 2?
We can do 2.
You got that one?
Yep.
Can you do another one?
Heck yeah. I'm a pro at this, babe. What is all this? It's different.
Brian is starting dinner on the Skottle, and I have a confession. I applied for the wave permit for a 6th time today, just for shits and giggles, to see if we would win it, because we're still in the geofence, even though it mean a really long drive tomorrow. And I just got the notification that, surprise, surprise, we did not win it. So I think that's our sign to maybe head on out of this geofence area and find something different, but let's get some dinner going.
Heck yeah. All right, let's fire this up. And I have one extra special ingredient. It's not green chili, but it is the 505 green verde. Oh, that's a big chili. Super simple, super tasty. Right, we're all cleaned up out here. It looks like you're all cleaned up in here. It's getting a little chilly outside. So what do you say we just kind of button it up and watch a movie?
Sounds like a perfect night.
Heck yeah.
What are we gonna watch?
I don't know. Any recommendations? Yes, good series.
Good night, boys.
Good night. Oh, it's warm. It's nice.
Yeah, last night we actually had to have the heater on.
That was nice too. It was cozy.
But it's like the first night we had to have the heater on in like a while.
Like a week?
Yeah, probably.
We're back in the mountains, babe. Back in the cooler temps. More comfortable temps, right?
He doesn't like the coffee.
He would be a mocha drinker for sure. Or would you be a tea drinker?
I think he'd be a tea drinker like me.
What kind of tea, bud? You over this? I didn't burn my mouth today.
Nobody. Some feels good.
The shade is cold. Oh, yes, that does feel good. Loofahs are dry.
We're getting packed up to leave this morning and head to our next destination. And on the way, we're going to drive through Zion National Park. We've been through Zion a couple of times before. We've hiked up to Scout Lookout and Angel's Landing. We've done the Narrows hike, and it is such a fabulous national park, but it can also get really busy. So we might stop along the way and do a little hike if we can, but if there's a lot of crowds and no parking available, we'll probably just drive through. Still try and show you some of it though, because it is so pretty. But I'm really, really excited about where we're headed today and a special hike that we have planned for tomorrow. So what do you say we get packed up and get this show on the road? Do you need to use the toilet again? I'm good for now. Okay. Question we always have to ask. So our toilet locks into place, and so before we hit the roads, definitely want to make sure that that's locked. So from our last video, Sprout Jr. here has had a home improvement. He is now out of his little wet paper towel and plastic baggie and into an iced tea cup that I got yesterday when we were on the road. And now he's got some water and get those roots growing strong. Problem is I have no idea where to put him. I'm stealing Brian's cup holders, one cup holder at a time for my plants, and I don't think he's too happy about it. Or I could put Suck in your cup holder. Do you want Suck or Sprout Jr.? The gang's all here.
You've heard us talk about these Utah clay roads after any kind of storm comes through, not just Utah, New Mexico, Arizona. This is why we, after a storm, we kind of wait to go off grid. This stuff gets super slimy, you get stuck in these tracks. When we came in yesterday, you could see that someone lost a tail light because they bumped into a tree. These roads really do get impassable after a storm, and this is from a storm like 2 days ago. It's starting to dry out, but it's a little deceiving because it's still really wet under this top layer. But we're not gonna have any issue going out today. We're all downhill, and it's almost like a slot car though. It's kind of fun. But yeah, this is why we don't go off-road after a storm in the Southwest. We've got a California Condor right outside the van. So there wasn't just one. There were probably about a dozen of them. They had a kill over here, some roadkill. But they're massive birds. I'm pretty sure they're the largest bird in North America. They were almost wiped out in the 80s. I remember growing up and hearing about them, and it wasn't looking good for them, and they have brought them back. I believe they're still in danger for different reasons, but really cool to see something that was almost wiped out, almost extinct. They are super pretty.
No, they're not.
But no, just pretty cool to see. They're in Utah, which is kind of strange. We did go to a place in Arizona. It was a nesting ground, so it makes sense that they're here because that white pocket wasn't that far from here, so pretty neat. Hello. Thank you. Have a good day.
As we expected, the hike that we had our eye set on doing today was really busy. The parking was full, so we're just gonna keep driving along. We're right now at the Mount Carmel tunnel, which goes right through the heart of Zion. And because the tunnel's pretty narrow and was built before all these larger buses and coaches and stuff, you do have to wait for traffic to go through. So we've been waiting now for about 10 minutes. Traffic is coming through the other way. So hopefully we'll be able to go through. And then on the other side of the tunnel are some really awesome views that we can't wait to show you guys.
On a side note, we do have the America the Beautiful Pass. It's a lifetime pass I get through the VA. So if you've seen us go into national parks and kind of like today where we're not going to get to do what we want and we just kind of end up going through the park, we're not wasting the $30-something or whatever it is. But I think that even if you just buy a pass, if you go 3 to 3 parks, it's pretty much worth it, right?
It's paid for itself.
It's nice to have.
That is such a pretty drive through Zion, and I don't think it'll ever get old. Absolutely love going through the Mount Carmel tunnel. It's 1.1 miles long, and you get all those kind of windows to peek out into the canyon as you're driving through. And then when you get through onto the west side, it's just like the views are incredible. So pretty. I know we just kind of blew through today because we're getting to, a place we're going to camp tonight. And also it is really busy. It's Easter Sunday and a lot of people are out. It's a beautiful day, so you can't blame them. But like Brian mentioned earlier, because we have the Military America the Beautiful Pass, and even if we didn't have that, we would probably buy an annual one because it makes just going through parks like this so much easier. And if you do just drive through, it's not any additional cost other than what you've already paid for it. So well worth it. But I think we need to find something to eat for lunch, and then we will make our way towards camp for tonight.
All right, we just stopped and had a really good lunch. Now we're off to find camp for the night. And I think we feel like we've been here before. It looks a little rougher than we remember, but I think we were here when we came out in the pop-up.
And we turned around.
Well, we turned around because that muddy hill we started to climb. This is definitely the road we were on a few years ago in our 4-wheel pop-up, but it was a lot different back then. It was really wet. I think it had just rained or snowed and it was that clay. Now it's super rocky and rutted. Not having too much issue right now. Just have to pick our lines. This is great. I think we've reached the end of our road. I'm gonna have to do like a 50-point turnaround. It's way too rutted, and I don't think we have the clearance for the rocks we're looking at without hitting our rear diff. Turning around. Was Jane R's. Now where?
Good question. It was worth a shot. As long as we didn't mess anything up.
So, I did order a rear diff guard that will be waiting for us at home, which will give me a little more peace of mind. It's like the lowest hanging part of our van, and it's the one thing you don't want to bust wide open.
We didn't end up where we wanted to today because that road was just too rough, and we were really excited to show you guys this awesome waterfall that we were planning on camping on tonight, but that will have to wait for another day, maybe when we come out and explore with our 4-wheel pop-up camper and the Tacoma. In the meantime, we found a nice little campground. It's quiet and it's really close to the hike that we're going to do tomorrow. So I think we're going to get things set up, and then it's looking like maybe a Dutch oven night. The nightly handoff.
Oh, this looks scary.
You got it?
I don't know.
Don't drop it. Got it?
Got it.
Do you have hands for 2 utensils?
How brave are you?
I mean, I can bring him. Got it?
You better bring him.
Okay. What'd you do to your arm?
Razorless shaving.
Also known as fire.
Fire.
Longing to be with you, saw the desert white, mountains of white, oceans of blue.
Tonight we are making tamale pie, and this recipe inspiration comes from Epic Roaming Adventures. Thank you so much, and you can better believe it's going to be loaded with what?
Green chilies?
Some hatch green chilies.
No way.
Can't begin to tell you just how blue I've been, day and night, till the moment I arrive.
That's perfect.
And it's only the best stuff in the world. 2 of these?
Yeah, I think that's good. We also have some of this hatch green chili biscuit mix left. So this is not a traditional tamale pie with cornbread, but this is almost like cornbread. We put on top of some chili when we were in Utah, and it was so good. So I think this is going to be really nice topping for this tamale pie. And extra green chilies. So, you know,
It's what we got.
that's what we got. Sprite is the secret ingredient
Absolutely.
in biscuits.
Well, there's your sweetness that you're not going to get with the cornmeal,
That's true.
or not get because we don't have cornmeal.
Oh, that might have been like the perfect amount on the first try. There's our biscuit mix that's gonna go on top after we put a layer of cheese on top first. Whew, smoking my eyes. All right, you wanna grab the biscuit dough? And that just can go right on top.
We're not even doing like 4, right? Just
spread it out evenly.
okay. Ooh, I'm excited for this.
This should be good.
No pressure.
No pressure.
Got to get the top right.
The top is always the hardest. Don't dump it.
Precarious. It's always hard with these grates. Oh,
There you go. Ultimate test.
what do we got? What do we got? Oh, yeah.
That looks
Perfect. I'm very excited. This cooked perfectly. Look at that, babe.
wow. Oh, that looks so good.
You want more?
No, that's perfect.
Oh my gosh.
It smells so good.
This is like one of the, I think, best turnouts we've had with the Dutch oven so far.
Agreed.
All right. Let's go eat. Where do I even start? A little bit of everything, right? That is really, really good. Like Emily said, we didn't have cornmeal or cornbread mix, but this biscuit mix is so similar. Oh, this is really good, babe. You're gonna dig it.
All right. Let's eat.
This is a keeper for sure. Good morning. We're going for a hike. But first I gotta get our hiking poles down. Sad golf clubs. Forgotten golf clubs.
That's yours. I have turquoise ones. Silly.
I was trying to be cool.
We are at Kanarra Falls this morning, and this is another permitted hike. Luckily, the permits are a lot easier to get for this hike than they are when we were trying to get the wave. There's 200 permits per day that are issued, and they're all first come, first serve. You can get them online in advance, or you can pick them up on site here. It's recommended you get them online though, just in case they sell out. There's not a lot of people in the parking lot today though, so even though we did get ours online in advance, I think we probably would have been okay. But I'm excited. I think you guys are going to be in for a treat with this one too.
All right, we just walked through a gate where they check you to make sure you have a reservation. They also give you a little trail description. It's a 4-mile in and out. The water is 38 degrees, and the further you get in, the deeper it gets. So it starts off at about your ankles, and then she said it'll get up to about our waist, our thighs. There's some ladders, some boulders, so this should be pretty fun. I'm trying to keep my feet dry as long as I can. It doesn't really matter, we've heard. Feet are gonna get wet. My feet are still dry.
Mine are not.
Snacks today.
Floppy pizza. This is turning out to be such a cool hike. It reminds me so much of the Narrows in Zion, but with like a fraction of the people. Around every corner, it's just like, wow. Wow. This is so, so cool.
You got this?
Got a nice video of your crotch. Beep beep. That fits.
booty slide. Back at the van. Wes has been hanging out inside. It's nice and cool in there. We left the air on for him, the shades up. It's not a dog-friendly hike. Even if you could bring him, I wouldn't recommend it. No one stays dry. Well, guys, that was an incredible hike. That is definitely one of the top hikes I've ever done. Highly, highly recommend. I know yesterday we were really bummed out that we weren't able to make it to the spot we wanted to get to, but getting up today and doing this hike was totally made up for it. I think we're gonna dry off now. Go find camp for the night. We hope you liked this video. If you did, thumbs up, like, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next adventure out there. Bye!